and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another day, the first day even of the FEL, the Fusion Esports League Cracov 2025 Polish Championship Group A. I'm of course your VIP. With you, I'm joined by these amazing players, by the Hugon chat, and by my plushies as well. Welcome, one and all, to the beginning of something special here. I mean, I say beginning, we were of course covering the qualifiers last weekend. We were all over the FEL Fusion Esports League qualifiers for the big offline event, likewise for the Polish Championship as well. For those that are unaware, for those who've been living under a rock and who have not been watching the CranKy Ducklings, you may not be familiar, but there is a big $8,000 prize pool tournament happening in Krakow at the end of the month after Esports World Cup, after EWC. That is when the main event is going to be occurring. Clem is going to be there, Rainer is going to be there, alongside many others, players that qualified through the qualifiers, and of course some invited players as well. But before that big offline event happening in Krakow, we have the online Polish Championship. I already saw someone asking in the chat, like, hold on, is the stream title wrong? Like, is something happening here? Like, what is happening right now? Isn't the event at the end of the month? Yes, this is not that offline finals. This is the Fusion Esports League Cracov Polish Championship. We're here to crown the best player currently in Poland, in Bologna. And now we have Group A, exclamation mark B in the chat. Have a look at the entirety of the Wikipedia page. We have Group A, we have Group B, and we have the offline playoffs. It's going to be a 3-day event here, 3 days of Polish Championship action. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Incorporeal, we have the Polish Zerg player. We have the red Zerg representing Team Liquid. It is Elazer. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the Polish Zerg player, the other Polish Zerg player, the blue Zerg. It is Trifax. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is? It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our best of 3. Bearing in mind, this is a 4-player group. We have 4 players in total. I should have gone live a little bit earlier to have gone over the groups, but we have Elazer, Trifax, Mana, and Christianer as well. We got 2 Zergs, 2 Protosses, and it is going to be a GSL format group stage. Winner plays against winner, loser plays against loser, and then we move on from there. These are of course going to be best of 3s, but they're going to be best of 5 at qualifying matches to the playoffs. As I mentioned before, this is a 3-day event. We have Group A today, Group B tomorrow, and we have the playoffs the day after. So 3 days of non-stop FEL action. Beautiful. Whew. Let's go, Bobby. Let's go. As for the time being, Hatchgas will standard opener here out of Elazer. Likewise, standard opener out of Trifax as well. Nothing crazy, nothing wild, nothing out of the norm as we are settling into our ZvZ. We'll see when our players do deviate. Coming into this, Elazer is going to be coming in as one of the favorites to make it out. I say one of. If you remember, we did actually go over this during the podcast, and myself alongside Kuro, I believe, our predicted players to make it out were actually the 2 Protoss players. There's a reason for that. Elazer has been playing less StarCraft as of late. He's been competing in less tournaments, he's been playing less StarCraft, he's been devoting a lot more time to AoE, to Age of Empires instead, and as a result, we have seen his results wane. His results have been waning. They've been a little bit more lackluster as of late as well. But coming into a big Polish event, I mean, now would be the time to now start focusing on StarCraft once again. So we'll see if Elazer's locked in, and we'll see if he can make it through the group stage. That's going to be the first big hurdle here for Elazer. Meanwhile, oh my god, a 240 lair timing. Insanely fast lair here out of Trifax. So with a fast lair, this could be 2-base Muta. We could be walling up here with Eva Chamber, Roach Warren, fully walling up on 2 bases and hiding tech, taking gases and going into Muta play. Otherwise, this could be a Roach Warren into Roach Speed into a Roach Base all in. There are options here available to Trifax. It comes down to Elazer as he pokes in and confirms no 3rd expansion. There is no base, there is no expansion. Lings, they do attempt to scout, so the Queen does move in position, but the Ling will scout, will come in and will confirm the lair. Yeah, big moment here for Elazer. He will see everything, and Trifax, he fails to scout. He fails to keep this hidden. The lair has been seen, and again, there are still options here for what this could be. Gases are on the way, though. Yeah, all 4 gases. This screams 2-base Muta. And Elazer, he already has a piece of the puzzle. He already does have an idea. As we do have a Ducklings on the way, we have an early Roach Horn as well out of Elazer, going for a Baneliness as well. Elazer's going to commit. He's going to commit here. This store base is so greedy. Yeah, there's no shot. Yeah, there's no way to save the third. Bearing in mind, the reason why we expected 2-base play is because there's no way to save the base. Oh, does cancel in time. But again, Trifax, he's contained on 2 bases. And Elazer, he's going for the all-in. He's going for the all-in. He's going to send it across the map. We have Roach production underway. We're going to have Banelings here to morph in to help support. And Elazer, the goal here is to kill Trifax before the mutas kick in. And speaking of, there it is, Spire is on the way. Again, we saw the early lair, so we assumed Muta play. Elazer scouted the lair, he assumes Muta as well. And again, because one player is going into Muta, Trifax, he's preserving those minerals, the gas, preserving his resources to make mutas, which means he has almost nothing to defend. He has 3 queens. This is the army. He has 3 queens and 0 lings, 0 roaches, 0 anything else, and here comes the all-in. Knocks down the queen from here, knocking down the front door as well. They're going for the would-be Evo chamber. Lings, they float on forward. Spine Coolers, they're too little too late. And the Elazer, he's done it. At this point, he has done it. He has broken through that defensive line. Well, the Banelings, they waddle in as well. Lings, they collapse on the queens. And Banelings, they headed for the mineral line. Oh no, the drones, they do pull away. They do pull away. But despite that, 15 drones going to be going down. And we chase down everything else. 20 worker kills. And with that, Trifax, he has been broken. He's been broken. He has been overwhelmed. There's nothing else left to defend. GG gets called, and Elazer takes game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. A solid game here by Elazer. Able to take the first game, able to overwhelm. Winding it back as a reminder, Trifax, he was being cheeky. He was being greedy. I would say not necessarily too greedy by rushing into the lair. Like, sure, that's a build to go for, right? 2-base lair, but he was greedy in the sense that he was getting a third. The third base was one step too far. That was a lot of resources spent elsewhere. No spine coolers. Likewise, even though Trifax was going for his own build, he did not scout across the map. He did not check if it was being all-in. If you're up against an all-in, if you're going 2-base muta, you can defend if you're able to throw down your spine coolers in time and start roach production as well. It is not like an insta loss. It is not where there's no chance and no hope for defense, but a lot of it is reliant on being able to recognize what's going on being able to scout at the all-in coming, to have the heads up, to have the wherewithal, to have that time, that critical time to react and to respond. GG. GG well played. With that, we have Elazer taking a lead in the series, and we'll see if Trifax can bring something else to the table here. We'll see if he can tighten up his build or bring something else to try to catch Elazer off guard. Let's go. Let's go. So you're jumping the game, número 2. Jumping into game 2. As game 2 is going to be on Ultra Love. Yo, shout out to Kanoya in the chat. Kanoya, see Solensvard in the chat as well. I saw Slowjo as well, letting us know that he had to go elsewhere today. So I do hope you have a great night and a great evening, even if it's elsewhere. Maybe a great time. And here we go. We're getting into our next game. We're going to be loading into game number 2. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the Polish Zerg player. We have the Red Zerg representing Team Liquid. It is Elazer. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the Polish Zerg player. We have the Blue Zerg. Down in the series, we'll see him bounce back. It is Trifax. Go. Likewise, also, I didn't get a chance to give praise to Elazer, right? I was talking a lot about maybe the greed of Trifax, but also praising Elazer for the scouting. His lings are able to get into the bases. He was able to slip in, able to scout early on the fast lair, and that's prompted him to respond with his own all-in. So again, crucial scouting there from Elazer. He was able to recognize what was going on. And from there, we're getting into game 2. Welcome to Ultra Love. Ultra Love has a short rush distance spike ground, so aggression can be favored here on Ultra Love as well. We do often see a lot of all-ins on this map, especially in some of the other matchups. But really, after what happened in game 1, my eyes are going to be on Trifax for game number 2. I do not expect the same build. No shot. I don't expect to see 2-base muta 2 games in a row. And we'll see if he plays standard. For now, everything is looking normal. Everything so far looking as it should. So I hope you're all having a good day. Love to see Zerg winning. I mean, a Zerg player has to win here. I mean, That's how you do it, Pack. That's how you do it. ZvZ unwinnable. Unwinnable. True. As for now, again, we're going to be settling into our initial openers. And we'll see how our players do adjust. For the time being, we're waiting for our third bases. We're going to be waiting for our third bases to be taken. We're going to be waiting for our mainlanders to be on the way. We do see here we only have 2 workers in gas. Likewise, 2 workers in gas for a laser, so both players are opening up standard. No one is rushing into early gas into an earlier lair. At least, not from what we've seen so far. So this looks like a more standard build. Go, would you have the initial never mind. We skip link speed. No link speed here from Trifax. I should have pointed that out. And it is going to be the fast lair. So fast lair once again, no link speed. The Overlord just poked in, saw no link speed being researched, and we respond by canceling link speed and going for his own lair. Okay, bold move here. So again, Elazer with that Overlord, he didn't see the lair, but he saw no research, which was a tell. That tells him that the gas is being spent elsewhere. So with that, he responds with his own lair, with his own Roach Warren, and it feels like Elazer is wanting to beat Trifax in his own game. Now, with this setup, Elazer, he can go for his own Roach timing, or he could even try to go into Muta play as well. I wasn't expecting Trifax to go 2 base Muta 2 games in a row, but based on what we're seeing here, we should be seeing gases. Yep, there we go. All 4 gases, 2 base Muta. Now, Trifax, he could still fake this out and go into... I was going to say he could fake this out and go into a 2-base Roach all-in, but the Roach Warren is just so much more delayed here. Like, we should be seeing and expecting a Spire. Yeah, there it is. Spire is on the way. So, 2-base Muta, meanwhile, on the side of Elazer, Roach speed, he's going for the Roach all-in. He's going for the all-in. He does get eyes on the 3rd expansion. Again, there's a very greedy move here from Trifax to go for the 3rd base, but Elazer's droning up for the timing. He's getting up to proper 2-base saturation, joining up his 3rd a little bit before Roach production. And there we go. He's going to be cutting workers here at 48. He's got 7 drones here at his 3rd, and now Roach production has begun. Now the Overseer will scout. Oh, and we're droning up even further. Elazer is getting into Roach Hydra. Okay. So because of this, he's going to be allowing Trifax to get into Muta play. Trifax is going to be allowed to drone. Oh, +1 melee is on the way. Link speed is on the way. We're going for an earlier move out here. Either that or Trifax is assuming that he's going to be broken. But bearing in mind, this is a fake out. The Roaches are moving. They're moving out across the map as we speak. Behind this, Elazer is droning. Elazer is going to be taking gases. Elazer is taking up into Hydras. This is a fake out. And Trifax is falling for it. Yeah, he's falling for it. Spine Cooler on the way. Links are amassing as well. Link speed is not yet done. But he will get a surround on some of these Roaches. Still better trades here from Elazer. And remember, Elazer, he's droning. He's droning on up. We have a couple of Hydras on the way, which will help. Should soon be pulling back those Overlords. That's my big concern here. So he does pull back. Muta production has begun. Trifax, it was a little bit supply blocked, but there we go. Mutas are on the way. Behind this, Elazer. It's building up. Building more Roaches, building more Hydras. He's on 4 gases. He has yet to take his gases here at the 3rd. Likewise, no drones at the 3rd base of Trifax. They're late workers, again, because he forced out all those Zerglings. Elazer forced out a big response. And Trifax is in a rough position as a result. Yeah, now he scouts. Now he sees saturation. Oof. He can compare it to his own. Trifax knows he's behind. And so far the Mutas, they poke in, they scout, they see enough to let him know that it's not looking good. It's not looking good, fam. It's not looking good. And Elazer is done droning. I say that he's going to be able to take his gases. He can drone up to 66, true. Looks like he was a little bit concerned about an all-in from his opponents. Now we can see that Trifax is droning. And you might be looking at this like, oh, look, like, we're stabilizing. That's not true here. These drones are late. Elazer's been mining more for longer. That is why there's a massive supply disparity here, because of that earlier droning, because of that stronger economy, that earlier economy for Elazer. That's why he's on the cusp of maxing out. So Trifax, he needs time. Right now, the role and the goal of these mutas is to keep the army busy back at home and buy enough time to try to stabilize and try to allow that economy to kick in. So the mutas, they're poking in, they're prodding. This is the correct thing to do. Ideally, we hit a base. Ideally, we force back the army. So far, Elazer, he's following this. Now, you might be looking at this and be thinking, like, Elazer, we could just move across the map. This is true, but Elazer, he's still maintaining his lead. Like, Elazer, he's droning up further. He's taking up as well. He's not resting on his laurels. What I will say, though, is that if Elazer's close to maxing out, he then should push. He does follow these Ducklings, so he knows that when he moves out, he has to leave some supply back at home to defend against the run-by. More spores on the way. Jesus. Because of all these spore crawlers, Elazer, he might just turtle and tech up into lurkers. I don't think he needs to, but yeah, the hive is on the way. Evo chambers are on the way for upgrades. Infestors. Yeah. I mean, Elazer's ahead and is still maintaining his lead. He could push, but he's opting not to. Which means we should soon be seeing lurkers. As Trifax, he is droning, he's saturating. Trifax is stuck on Lingbane and Muta. Again, he's stuck on, I would say, a subpar army because he was expecting a move out, so was I. But instead, Elazer just turtling. He's just turtling up, throwing down just a ring of spores. A ring of spores on 3 bases. At all of his expansions. There it is. Now we have the lurker den on the way. And Trifax is getting ready for a surround, but there's no surround potential here. Nice spread from Elazer. He's at every expansion. He's got roaches in front to tank the banelings. He's got hydras behind. He's got a couple of infestors for those fungals. Speaking of, a nice split with the hydras. Banelings, they're making their way to the mineral line. Oh, some of them do. Just the one baneling. Just the one baneling makes it through. And the lurker den is almost done. And again, Elazer has a superior army. When it comes to what Trifax needs to tech into and what he should have been teching towards is his own hive and his own ultras. Again, unfortunately, he just didn't know how defensive Elazer was going to be. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have taken more bases and teched up. But unfortunately, that's not the case here. Unfortunately, he has opted not to, of course. Aliens that make their way in. Things as well. This is not going to get much done. And from here, oh no, they're from behind though. Yeah, Baileys are rolling from behind. Decent fungal, but the Baileys, they will attempt to crash in. And 14 drones go down. Very nice surround here. Whew. The army coming from one end, not ideal, but from behind, let's go. Trifax, he connects well. And where the lurkers? Lurkers are late, is what I will say. Lurkers for Elazer, they are very delayed. We should have seen them earlier. Trifax, now would be the time to take up there, to start taking. For now, he's just remaxing on Lingbane, which is my big concern. Ooh, Fungal connects, there's not many hydras. We go for the chain fungal, but the mutas, they will get away. Yeah, just 2 mutas going down. Not the best use of fungals. Again, there was just not enough follow-up. 3 Vipers are going to be ideal. Okay, we have a couple of lurkers. We have 4. 4 lurkers so far. It's a lot of Lingbane. Now, if Trifax can set up another surround, he can break this, for sure. He can surround the army. But he can break that position. Comes down to the angle of attack. Oh. Threatening a dive. Vipers are revealed, and they're going for the parasitic bombs. Yeah, the bombs are connecting. Banelings, they attempt to crash in. Oof, but the mutas are all going down. Yeah, the mutas, they just evaporate. The splits are not good enough. Oof. And Trifax is running out of steam. He's running out of steam. He's running out of army. Tries to collapse in. Deals with some of the lurkers, but there's still so much left over. And roaches, they hold their own. There's no anti-air though. Okay. The mutas, free damage. 3 damage on the roaches. Again, we should have less roaches at this point and more Hydra Lurker. But Elazer's gas income is limited. Trying to take another expansion. Muta's causing a distraction. As they distract Lings, they collapse, they do focus down the base. They force a cancel. Nicely done. Do force a cancellation. Again, the game is getting messy. We're getting messy. So moving in. They focus on the gas geysers. Once again, just slowing down the laser. Like, Trifax, really smart pickoffs. Like, he knows what he needs to focus down. He knows what's his biggest threat. Oof. Better splits, okay. Better splits out of Trifax. Now he's taking up towards Hive. My big concern is still that his Hive tech is delayed, but he does have map control. He does have better access to gases. Better saturation. Lurker count is building up. That is going to be a concern. In a head-on fight, I do favor Elazer's composition with Hydra, Lurker, Infestor, Viper. It's a complicated army to control, but you know, Elazer, he has that in him. But again, I favor Elazer in a head-on fight. Not saying that's going to happen, though. Elazer is still stuck at home. It's still on Trifax to find a way in. He, of course, has to respect those infestors. Vipers, they move forward. Attempting to move in. Muta's likewise looking for an opening. Oh. And here come the Ultras. Trifax is almost there. He's almost at his Ultra tech. He's refining his upgrades. So is the Elazer. The longer this goes on, the better Trifax's army is becoming. But it's still going to be difficult. It's like, it's still not easy for a Mass Ultra to engage into Lurker. Still not easy. Land a couple of fungals. Nothing major yet. Yeah, Vipers are now moving in. Here come the parasitic bombs. Better connection. Yeah, it does collapse in. Oh, the Mutas, they go for the dive. They will lose everything. Yeah, the Mutas. Oh god, they're all gonna just crumble here. One Muta survives. The parasitic bombs, they were brutal, and that was not the fight to take. Ay, ay, ay. Trifax, he plummets here when it comes to supply. He's got Corruptors on the way for, I guess, Broodlords. Ultras are on the way as well. Not like this. So Elazer, he does break through. We have Tongue and Claw Roaches moving in. And Roaches, they peel off into the bases. Roaches into the natural, Roaches into the main. Overseer's just now morphing in. And sure, we have a couple of Ultras here and there, but it's going to be brutal. They're coming in for a pseudo surround. Getting on top of the lurkers. Let's go. Lurkers that get picked up. Ultras are on the chase. That's a lot of lurkers. Yeah, lurker count is brutal. We need that blinding cloud. Up. No. That's right. Now is not the time. We're about to engage. Like again, he has like 2 blinding clouds with his Vipers. Trifax. No. Oh god. But the problem here as well is that it does feel like the DC kicked in like 1 second or 2 seconds before this. Like Trifax's army was already getting on top of the forces, oh god, of his opponents, and he's not here. He's not here. No blinding clouds. Yeah, no blinding clouds. And that may just be it. That may just be it here. Yeah, drones have been going down. The army crumbles. Just a really unfortunate time to DC. Feels bad, man. Really unfortunate. Now with that laser pushing forward. I mean, there's nothing to stop him anymore. There's just nothing here, not anymore. On the ground, we just cannot engage, not into all these lurkers. And GG gets called. With that laser, he will claim the series 2-0. A laser, he will advance on to the winners match. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations, Elazer, who claimed the series. Just a really unfortunate finale to the game there for Trifax. I was very impressed that he was able to recover in that game. It was a really rough start for Trifax. I would say that Elazer did rest on his laurels. I would say Elazer, he got ahead, but he was too passive. This allowed Trifax to actually recover, to get back into the game, and to actually, yeah, have a chance at the game itself. It was an impressive return there from Trifax. And again, there was definitely opportunities for him to take that as well. Like, it was still very dicey, especially when it came to losing all those mutas. True, remember, like, he lost all the mutas before that final fight as well, in not the most efficient way and not the most efficient manner. So there was a lot of shaky stuff going on. But regardless, GG well played. With that Elazer, he will advance on to the next round, to the winners match, and we will have our next PvP. We have our next matchup waiting for us. Let's go. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the back yourselves. Let us head on over and catch up together. Here we go. Bam. Here we go. As you can see here before you, we have Group A. We have Group A that is, of course, tonight's broadcast. We have Elazer, Cristiano, Mana, and Trifax. We have 2 Zerg players and 2 Protoss players as well. We just wrapped up our first series, our first best of 3 between Elazer and Trifax. Elazer does claim the series 2-0. Meanwhile, we have our next matchup here, Cristiano versus Mana. And then again, here we have the winners match. That's going to be Elazer versus the winner of Cristiano and Mana. Then we have the losers match, which is, I say losers match, it's going to be the elimination match. That's going to be between Trifax and the loser of Cristiano and Mana, and then we have the decider match as well. So 5 series here tonight, 5 matches for Group A. Then we have Group B. Group B is going to be tomorrow, as you can see here in 24 hours time. We have Geralt, Spirit, Art, and Pappy. Oh my god. So we do have Group B tomorrow, and then of course we have the playoffs the day after. Best of 5s, best of 7s, best of 9s. Jesus. That's gonna be quite a broadcast. 2 best of 5s, best of 7, and a best of 9. It's gonna be quite a lot of StarCraft. Quite a lot indeed. For now, though, we're going to be focusing on Group A, and of course, we're going to be getting into our next matchup. Cristiano and Mana, they're going to be facing off in that best of 3. Until then, we're going to be going on a short break, and when we come back, videos will be done, and we will have our next matchup. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon after the break. See you soon. Bye. See you soon.